You guys ever wanted to your tutor? What's up, guys? Level 47 and welcome to Watch for Plot. What I essentially do is troll through the catacombs of the darkest parts of the internet to find animated erotic videos and then criticize them on the internet because no one else wants to talk about it in the real world. But if you do, subscribe for more. Boys, apparently there is a tutor genre. Originally what this was supposed to be another NTR video, but the two videos I came across were tutoring videos. So I'm like, okay, might as well just make this a thing. The first one we have here is Mihitsu No Koi, which is a vanilla type beat NTR, but it's also, again, tutor related. And it is a Poro light novel, and I'm gonna be honest with you, look at all this text, right? Like, I read about half of this text. It didn't really do much to help me understand the story because of the fact that they just explained it in the story anyway. So it almost feels like they're just giving you like, oh, here's our script, by the way. Anyway, let's continue on. I've complained about Poro for every single time I've reviewed a Poro video, so this isn't anything brand new. But for new viewers, if you were going to watch this, which I don't really do that, then this is what you're gonna get. We have Kazuma here, who is Risa's tutor, and Yukina, who is lesbian coded, bi-coded, I assume, in this series here, always looks down on Kazuma. Whenever Risa has Kazuma around, she's like, why you have that scumbag around? You know, that whole typical like tsundere nonsense, whatever. It got to a point where Risa's concern is like, oh, I want you guys to get along. Come on, like he's my boyfriend. Oh my God. And so Risa's master plan to get them to get along is pointing out that Yukina doesn't really do well on tests. And so she's like, hey, you know who does well on tests? My boyfriend Kazuma. So we flash forward to them in the house together, and Yukina wanted to come early, pun intended, I guess, in this, to surprise Kazuma for God knows what you want to do with that surprise method there. Lo and behold, she walks into Risa and Yukina just f***ing each other right at that moment. So much for that plan. However, she didn't necessarily stop and like running away and go, oh my God, it's embarrassing. She click, snapshotted, screenshotted, and saved that video in her brain to play on a loop whenever she's alone. So flash forward to that being done, they go into the room. Once they're done tutoring, they all take a nap, fall asleep for some reason, and Yukina sees his hand hanging off the bed, and she's like, again, remember what I said, memorize the video of them going at it, recalls that video, sees his hand dangling, licks his hand, he wakes up like, okay, I see what this is, let's get it on. And and that's basically the end there, because this is only one episode. Now, how did we get to them? Well, apparently, for some reason, she was walking outside without an umbrella in the rain in a white t-shirt. For some odd reason, Kazuma just so happened to have another girl on his arm walking around and just happened to see her. And because he so happened to see her, he had to take her home. And he had to take her home and let her use his dryer and use his shower. And then once that's all done, he's like, wait a minute, I noticed something that you did yesterday. And they start very plain, very straightforward, very vanilla, very predictable. Almost saw it coming a mile away, but it is tutor related. The tutelage utilized there was, I believe it was math homework they were doing, or I didn't write any notes down what they were tutoring. Why am I even mentioning that? Whatever, regardless, it's very plain, very vanilla, and I assume there's going to be 10 episodes because of those two facts. Next series. Solo 2023. I didn't see who else made this one. I'm flying solo. Ner also has this wall of text. Like, this is Poro. Poro has had a massively negative impact and influence on the economy of my channel because I have to read all these goddamn text walls, or at least half of it to even get a grasp what's going on here. God damn it. So I'm writing Solo is again tutor related. However, it is a bit more sinister in plot. Now, I remember I watched Kurashime way back when, like 2-3 years ago even. I made a whole review on it. And the bit of the main teacher, the main character, getting taken advantage of and getting exposed for being a puff, or that he actually wasn't, whether a 15-year-old girl's involved and they put his dick in his mouth when he was unconscious, so therefore it makes it look like he's puff. That whole thing, yeah. This is basically that, except it's one episode, and except our main character here had a bit more of an edge to him pre-Joker moment, so it's not even as fulfilling as a revenge fantasy. It's just, this guy's a criminal. So we have here two twins, Kasumi and Mitsuki. They are known as problem students for any tutors. The moment they get a tutor, 1-2 classes later, a massive expose drops, that tutor is fired from their company, and they just have to be free agents for tutors again. It's been a constant revolving door, and Kota here has been hired, and it is his turn to try to get these troubled teens in line to get the grade straight. However, given this information, all this knowledge, Yumi starts roasting him. Yumi, his coworker, which will be important for one more scene than this, which is going to be the exact same scene I'm going to mention here, so why am I even going to mention this? Yumi goes, wow, dude, you really think you're going to help them? They gonna expose you for being a predator, bro. LMAO, you ain't shit. LMAO, just trash talking him, right? And then we just flash cut to him just bending her down and no consent. And I'm sitting here like, I don't think that should go unpunished. This is in broad daylight in the workplace. That's about a lawsuit at minimum. So after that, we have this here. So the boss comes in and is like, hey, don't do that, please. Do not hit your coworkers. That is mean. You know what? This will come out of your paycheck. And I assume it's a settlement for a lawsuit. Hot take here. Guys, if you are a boss for a workplace and you just stumble upon one of your employees sexually assaulting the other one, do not do the wagging finger like 222. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do that again. Time out, Tommy. Throw that motherfucker in jail.
いい？口止め料天引きだから。損害賠償もね、ほとんど残らないけど。
Get a taser, put it on his neck, redact it. Like, what are we doing here? Anyway, so we flash forward to him still being employed for some reason. Kota at Kazumi and Mitsuki's house. They meet their mom, which I don't know why that was relevant time, but it is now. Her mom was like, thank you, they're upstairs, please help them. And Mitsuki gets plotting and planning and working immediately. So after her being inept, she gets mad, she makes a phone call, walks out, and that's when they start plotting right there. So Kazumi gets in a position where she can be basically so close to Kota, it looks like they're kissing, and then Mitsuki pulls around the corner like it's like some play action fake Jet 3 sweep, like it's a play call in a Monday night football game, and she takes a picture of them looking like they were kissing. And then she's like, hey, look at this. Boom. You're kissing a minor on this phone. So that's what you get for trying to make me look stupid. That's what you get for trying to tell me I messed a problem up, even though I actually, because I'm fucking dumb, because I don't even listen to my tutors, because I get them all exposed. You get to get a prison sentence. Look at this shit. LMAO. Flash back to the office. Yumi's roasting him yet again, which, Yumi, listen, he already decked you down once. Why would you go with him again? And why are you still there? If the settlement actually worked, you should not be at that place because you got a settlement and you are sitting on a lump sum of cash. So why are you still in the workplace that caused you this harm? Regardless, you know what's going to happen next. She gets violated, and then Kota's like, I have an idea. So Yumi, give me the information that they gave you for some reason to report to my boss. Let me delete it. Go back to Kazumi Mitsuki's house. So he's back at their house after being caught as a literal pedophile, put quotes here, and the mom knew nothing about it. So I assume Kazumi and Mitsuki didn't say anything, even though they had pictures and sent it directly to the office Kota worked at. What is that chain of command? Whatever. I don't have the brain power to think about that. We flash to, again, the twins walking around the town and like, oh, we got that motherfucker exposed. He's about to go to jail. LMAO, he can't teach me to be wrong. Open the door, see his shoes on the floor. What is he doing here? They go walking further, open another door, and he's fucking their mom. And then he's in them cheeks like, hey, you know, I'm sorry about last time, but I teach him a special way, so I gotta, you know, let you know what that special way is. After that session happens, he goes back to Kazumi, and then he just finishes the job that he was alleged to do. The end. Isn't that a wonderful story? Isn't that fantastic? Amazing even? No. What are my thoughts on this one? Well, first of all, it's more violent. It's a criminal just having a Bluetooth leash and a walking, hawking rape case. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. That is the tutor genre. If I didn't school you guys enough on this knowledge, what this should tell you is if you see a tutor in an hentai, do not watch it. Wait, because it's going to end up in either one of these two ways every single time. It can't be. Either it's a peaceful, wholesome, accidental NTR cuck type beat, or a non-stop barrage of sexual assault. There is no in between at all. Now, could there be? Maybe. Who knows? Honestly, who cares? You're not going to these for the tutoring fetish. You're going to these because of everything else. But they just so happen to fit under the umbrella term of tutoring. Alright guys, I don't have an outro, but if I did, it wouldn't matter because no one makes this far into the video. Good night. Day 2 in the books. let's go to day 3, and hopefully my brain isn't broken by that time because I still have a job and I go touch grass at least once a day, and it's been feeling great. I was talking to this one chick who gave me chicken tenders at this one convention I went to, and we talked for like 10 minutes. It was wonderful. It was gorgeous. Did I mention hentai? Absolutely not. I'm not that insane, but I will one day because I like ranting to people like I'm doing to you right now. Bye.